Do you know where you're going? I know I've actually asked myself that question a couple times. And in some of those cases, I was actually following a GPS. You know, when you know the destination, you tend to feel a little more comfortable. But when you're not exactly sure where you're going, you can feel uncertain, there could be doubt, there could be fear, and even procrastination. Life is sometimes like that. Sometimes we have a pull or a desire to go in a particular direction. Sometimes to get there, we have to follow a guide, a map, or in today's world, we call it a GPS. For today's video, I'm going to call a GPS G for gut, P for passion, and S for skill. God has placed eternity in our hearts. He has put something in us that pulls us in a particular direction. For many people, you'd call it your gut. For people of faith, we would call it God. Many times our gut or God is calling us in a particular direction, and we can identify it by our passion. Passion is the thing that wakes you up in the morning. Passion is the thing that you don't mind doing even without getting paid. And then there's skill. Skill is that thing that you're just naturally good at, or it's something that you are working towards or studying towards. Short story. So I grew up in media since I was 18. And for about 20 years, I did media. And then there was a change. I migrated and I was out of media for a while. But funny enough, 10 years later, I felt that pull to go back to media. And I started creating videos. And I tell you, I have developed a passion for it. And so I know that this is part of my calling. This is part of my purpose. Some would say it was a gut. I would say it was God. And so the passion returned. And not just the passion, but because I had done it for a number of years, I had developed some skill. How about you? Where is your GPS leading you? What is your gut telling you? What is God moving on your heart to do? What are you passionate about? What is driving you? It may not even be the things that you're doing right now. What skill do you naturally have? What are you working towards? What is in your heart to pursue? This might be an indication of your purpose. And even though you may not be on that path right now, it's okay. You can reassess, you can re-coordinate your GPS, and you can get going again. My encouragement to you is to follow your GPS. Follow your gut, follow your passion, pursue your skills. Once you do that, you will arrive at your destination. And to ensure that you get to the correct destination, make sure that your GPS is wired to the source, and that source is God. For the month of June, I will be having a couple of guests with me, and we're going to be focusing on boys to men. That's our theme. So make sure that you invite a friend. Make sure that you tune in Sunday at 8 p.m. You don't want to miss it. Bye-bye.